Let's check out the Cubera by Vibe Kayaks.
The Vibe Cubera is a hybrid paddleboard kayak. It's 3.65 meters long, 85 centimeters wide, can carry 250 kilograms and weighs 32 kilograms. It's a bit heavy for its size, but it is foam filled and rotor molded, so this thing is super bulletproof. The Cubera's got a really nice layout, so it's got 7 gear tracks, a couple on each side and one across the front, so plenty of room to attach things like rod holders or other accessories. There's some bungees at the front and at the back and plenty of anchor points to strap down a crate. There's also a couple of paddle bungees on the handles on each side, and it's got really tough handles both on the sides and in the front, and these are bolted all the way through the hull. The big thing that I really liked about the Cubera is the seat. So the seat's super comfy. It's got a couple of positions, so a really high position and a low position. Also, underneath the seat, it's got a nice little tray where you can put a lot of your gear if you're out there fishing. It's also got one in-hull storage. It's fairly small, but it seemed fairly watertight, and I used it to keep a dry bag with my wallet, keys, and things like that. On the water, the Cubera paddled really nicely. It tracked nice and straight, easy to paddle, and no worries at all. We did test it in good conditions, so if it was choppy or a bit windy, I'm sure it would be a bit of a tougher paddle, and I reckon you would get a bit of water across the edge. As a bigger guy, it took me a little bit to get used to standing on it, but by the end of the session, I was standing up and paddling it around like a paddleboard. Given the high position of the seat, made it really easy to transition from standing to sitting as needed while I was fishing. As a fishing kayak, the Cubera was heaps of fun to fish from. Obviously, you're going to be a little bit limited where you're going out in good conditions or using it as an awesome little creek basher.
No sounder, no gimmicks, just a kayak and a fishing rod.
It's a good bass. Oh no! Busted me off.
Okay.
That was a good fish.
It was.
Not a bad bass. He's kind of hit it on the burn. No net, so it's easy to land on this thing being nice and flat. So up on the side and might release him, and then yeah.
So there you go, the Cubera. I really loved the seat on that thing. It was awesome. The kayak itself paddled really well, tracked straight, really easy to use. I could see this thing being awesome if you want to get out and do a little bit of fishing, but maybe on other weekends you want to take out the kids paddleboarding or something like that. A really versatile hybrid kayak paddleboard. A few things to keep in mind if you are buying it. It's probably not going to handle rough conditions, so you have to be a bit selective about when you go out. In terms of storage, again, you've got to be a little bit creative if you're going out fishing and you want to take a lot of gear. And the other thing, it was a little bit heavy to rooftop. So I lifted up on the roof okay, but if you're going to rooftop it all the time, you might think about going out with other people or getting some sort of side loader. So there you go. Awesome. Big thanks to Freaksports for lending us the Cubera. If you want more details about the Cubera, you can check it out on Freaksports' website. They got plenty of photos, pricing, and specs, and all that sort of stuff. So get on there, have a look, and check out the Vibe Cubera.